Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm Lararia, I love manga and video games. And today we have another haul and reads, and that's for the month of May. May was a very good month for reading, for my reading, in the sense that I read a lot and I've enjoyed basically everything I read. And I bought way too much manga, to be honest. As usual, my video will be divided into two parts. Part 1 will be the haul, all the manga I bought during May, and part 2 will be all the manga I read in May. So let's start with the haul! So first I'll show you some series that I finished in May. So I got the final volume for A Kingdom of Quartz, and that's volume 5. Beautiful cover, as always. I even really love the back. And then final volume for Bokurano. We also had a variant cover for this one, like a limited edition cover, but I really liked this regular one and I thought it went well with the rest of the volumes, so I decided to get just the regular cover. Isn't it cool? This is also volume 5, final volume. And then let's move on to continuing series. I got volume 4 of Alice in Borderland, volume 2 of A Second Goodbye to You. Very interesting manga. I love the cover. Wow. Very pretty. I got volume 8 of The Summer Hikaru Died. Great series. I'm enjoying this so much. Volume 2 of Randaji. I forgot the original name. Watashi to Iu Neko. It's written here. And this is volume 2 of 3, as you can see. I love this. Oh my gosh, look at the little picture. The kitty in the back. It's so cute. And then I got volume 2 of Leviathan. I'm actually really excited to continue with this because it's also a very short series. It's 3 volumes as well. And I read the first volume a few months ago and I really enjoyed it. So I'm like, why didn't I buy the rest of the series? So yeah, now I only need the final volume. Oh yeah, let me show you another bookmark for Love That's an Understatement. I didn't get any new volumes this month, but there was this for free when I went to get some manga, so I grabbed it. Because it's so cute! I love that series so much. And now let's move on to some new series. First, since I showed you guys Bokurano, this is another work from the same author, Mohiro Kito, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the title. I think it's Latin. Malus exitus et ortus, I think. And this is a one-shot. It's like a big volume. And I have no idea what it is about, but it's such an interesting author, like, for Bokurano, that I got curious. I haven't heard much about this. I'm really curious to read it though. And actually, I got this as a gift, so yeah, thank you to my boyfriend for this. So yeah, I'm really curious. Then I got volume 1 of Drifting Net Cafe by Shuzo Oshimi. Shuzo Oshimi is like hit or miss for me. I really like one of his series, but a few other works from him I'm not a huge fan of. But this one sounded interesting, so I decided to get it. And it's a short series. I'm not sure how many volumes it is. I think like 7 or 8. But yeah. And then I got the first one as a gift. And I also got volume 2, so volumes 1 and 2 of Your Forma. Very short series, it's like 3 volumes. and it's a sci-fi series. It has androids, which I usually tend to like, so yay! Thank you again, Sidin, for the gift. So these are all the volumes I bought or got as a gift in May. Very, very big haul for me. How many volumes? 11 volumes. I mean, that's a good number. It's over 10, but not too over 10. Okay, let's move on to part 2 of the video. This is for part 2 of the video, which is the manga I read in May. So let's start with the one series I completed, which is Golden Ship Volume 3. I love the cover. Oh my gosh, it's so cute to see all 4 of them together. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this series. And it's kind of controversial because this manga has a lot of flaws. I definitely saw the flaws. I understand every criticism that was made, and I do agree with a lot of the bad things about it. But overall, it was just really nice to follow these 4 characters, especially these 2. Like, they deserve happiness. These 2, I mean, she does. He is like, can we erase him? I feel like the problem is mainly this guy. He made some very big mistakes, and I understand that he's really young and he went through a lot, but he made some very bad things, especially to his friends, and they were barely acknowledged, and there is no redemption, really. And there is no punishment, there is no confrontation, there is no redemption. So I feel like probably 3 volumes was too short. And I would have loved to have a longer series. I would definitely have read a longer series, especially if this guy got like a better story arc. But yeah, overall, I love the author, Kaori Ozaki. I love everything I read written by her, and I love her art as well. And yeah, I thought Golden Ship was a weird name, but it makes a lot of sense in the context of the story. So yeah, I do recommend this, but just remember, this has flaws, and a lot of people actually don't enjoy this, and I understand why. I'm weird, I guess. I don't know. I loved it. So that was the only series I completed. Let's move on to series I'm continuing. Oh boy. Okay. Randaji Volume 2. Watashi to Iu Neko. My god. This series makes me cry so much. The first volume made me cry, and this was no different. I love the main character, this cat here on the cover. She's an old lady, and I love the way cats are portrayed in this manga, because they are cats, 100% cats. I mean, not 100%, of course. They have like maybe some human traits, but I 100% can see cats act like they do, and she is such a good character to follow. This story makes me so emotional. It's such a short series, the volumes are really thin, and it's only 3 volumes, but oh my god, this series is too good. And the art, I love the art, of course. You can see how gorgeous the cat looks. I love how simple the art is. Hold on. Sort of rough. It's very like expressive. Yeah. Great series. I love this and I cannot wait to read volume 3, which who knows when it will come out. I'll be waiting. Then I continued The Summer Hikaru Died, and this is volume 8, and this never disappoints. Some very tough things happened. The characters have to make difficult decisions, and it's definitely really sad. I cannot wait to read more. Like, I need to know what happens, and there are a lot of emotions, and definitely the best thing about this manga is the bond between the main character and Hikaru. He's the main character, Yoshiki and Hikaru, the real Hikaru, and you know, the new Hikaru, who's not human. It's like a great dynamic between them. But I am loving the other characters a lot also. And yeah, I grew so attached to these characters. I need a happy ending for them, but that would be so hard. Please, please. They deserve a happy ending. Next I read Love, That's an Understatement, volume 6. Another great cover, and this is just the cutest manga ever. I think this is probably my favorite shoujo. Not that I've read a lot of them, but I'm now interested to read the other work by Fujimomo, which I know a lot of people don't really enjoy. I believe it's called Lovesick Ellie. And I don't know if there is an Italian edition, but I just love the way she portrays characters, especially the main girl, and the bond between the two is so adorable. It's interesting, like I was expecting the triangle to be explored more, but it looks like these two are just too loyal to each other. Like, a triangle is not even believable. And they are too cute. So yeah, I always read this as soon as I get it, or in this case I waited a month. But next we have Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 3. I'm enjoying this. A new arc has started and I think this will get really interesting. I really like the dynamic between the main character Yusuke and this guy. Kuwabara. He's so funny and he's actually a good character, and I think they're going to train together now. It will be so much fun. I also love that another character got introduced, or two I guess, Iei and Kurama, and they are interesting, so I'm looking forward to reading more. I know, of course, they will join the group. They will end up being a group together with Yusuke and Kuwabara, so I cannot wait for that to happen, but I'm excited for this new arc. Yusuke came back to life, so yeah, I'm happy. Next, I continued Bokurano, and this is volume 4 of the big one. This is the second to last volume, so volume 5 will be the last one. And my gosh, I watched the anime of this, but that was years ago. I barely remembered anything, and I definitely did not remember some of the plot twists that happen here. In the last volume, or as I started this volume, I was like, basically all of the kids have fought at this point, so what is going to happen next? Like, there are still 2 big volumes, what is going to happen? Like, I did not know what was going to happen, but wow, as soon as I read the plot twists, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, how could I have forgotten about this? It's crazy. And wow, this was so sad, honestly. I mean, all of these volumes are, it's such a tragic story, but this one in particular broke my heart. Some of the characters, like, of course, the first few characters that fight, you don't really have enough time to get too attached to them, but at this point, the few characters that are left, you care so much for them, and one of them is like a little girl. So yeah, I cannot believe how ruthless this story is, but I'm curious to read the ending because I honestly don't remember much. Next, I read To Your Eternity, volume 22. It's been so long since I read a volume of To Your Eternity. It was kind of hard getting back into it. Of course, I do remember the characters because it's been 22 volumes, so I do know the characters. I just forgot like what happened, and there are some new characters which are new to this arc, this final arc, which I didn't remember much about. And honestly, like I still really like some parts of it, but this final arc is really not my favorite. I feel like it should have ended with the last arc, which was present day, so that would have been perfect. But yeah, this is kind of set in the future now. And the future is really weird. It's weird. So many weird things happen, and characters are acting in very weird ways, which is not unusual for this manga. Characters in this manga are really weird, but I feel like in this final arc, something didn't work for me. I still want to finish the series. I'm missing 3 volumes, and the final volume is actually coming out this month in Italy, so I will definitely get that and finish reading the series. But yeah, it makes me a little sad considering how much I loved this series at the very beginning, and for a big part of it I was always really excited to read the next volume. But yeah, sadly, the finale, I mean, we will see what the finale will be. I have no idea how a story like this can even end. But yeah, volume 22. And then I read Kingdom of Quartz, volume 4. I am honestly surprised that this manga is not one of my favorites, because I love a lot of it. Story is really unique. I love characters with wings. I love the style. The art style is gorgeous. The main character is like, she's good. She's not like best main character ever, but she's a main character, and some of the characters are really good. I feel like maybe it feels a bit rushed because it's only 5 volumes, so story will end in the next volume. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. It's a nice volume, it's a nice story, it's a nice short series, but I don't think it will be one of my favorites. And then, of course, I started a couple new series, because why not? The first one is Adrift in Net Cafe Volume 1 by Shuzo Ishimi. As I said, I tend to either really like Shuzo Ishimi's works or think they are weird and just okay. There are a few things by him that I did not like, but this is definitely interesting, because I really like the premise. Like, they are in a net cafe and they suddenly find themselves in another dimension, like, we don't know, in a different world where there is nothing. There's just the cafe and nothing else for miles. They try to go out and explore, and there is like, I think there is like a little bit of water on the ground, and they walk in this water, and then suddenly some weird creatures attack them. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's this like group of people. Yeah, this is basically the setting, and I think it will explore their feelings, their reactions, their relationships, and there are definitely some horror elements. So yeah, I'm really intrigued, and I will definitely get volume 2 as soon as I can, because I think I might really enjoy this. Of course, there are always some weird elements when you read Shuzo Shimi. He's weird, okay? But somehow the majority of his manga I cannot put down. Like when I start reading, I'm suddenly intrigued and I need to keep reading until I'm done with the volume or with the series, even when I don't particularly like the story. Like they have something that interests me somehow. Then I started Your Forma Volume 1. I like this. I like exploring relationships between humans and androids. There is a mystery, it's sci-fi of course, there is like this kind of virus, and humans can like modify their body to have some sort of device which can like record their memory or their memories. The main character here, she works for the police and she is investigating this weird virus by diving in these people's memories, and she's helped by him, who is of course an android, so it's interesting. It's such a short series, only 3 volumes, and I'm curious to read more. And then the last series I started, I don't have the first volume here with me, but I read volume 1 of Heavenly Delusion. I don't own this series, I'm borrowing it from my boyfriend, and I now got volume 2 to read in June, but in May I read volume 1, and that's because we started watching the anime together, and my gosh, this is such a crazy series, and it's so intriguing, it's so interesting. The mystery in this story is so intriguing, and the plot twists are crazy. I talked about the anime in my anime that I'm watching video, where I talk about all of the anime that I'm currently watching, so I don't want to talk too much about this, but the manga is just as good. Now that I'm getting close to the end of the anime, and there is no season 2, and there may never be a season 2, so that's the reason why I decided to start the anime, because I need to know I need to know the answer to all these mysteries. I have so many theories from watching the anime and just thinking about things, and reading the manga is definitely great because I get to see all the things again, and there are so many little details spread throughout the story, which maybe you don't notice the first time you watch it or read it. So yeah, I definitely recommend this series. It's sort of sci-fi set in a post-apocalyptic world, and it's crazy. These are all the manga I read in May. How many? 11! So I bought 11 volumes and read 11 volumes as well. Wow. So yeah, those were all the volumes I got in May and all of my May reads. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of this series, if you recommend any of this series, and what you read in the month of May. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!